Hello everyone, it's us, the team at TV Days Drama Digest, back with an in-depth and dramatic update from the world of Days of Our Lives. Today, we're diving into a storyline that has left us all breathless, the shocking turn of events surrounding EJ DiMera. It seems that we may soon have to say goodbye to EJ, and, by extension, to actor Dan Feuerriegel. With the tension mounting and secrets unraveling, we're here to break down every detail of this heart-stopping saga. So, sit back, read on, and join us as we explore why EJ's fate hangs in the balance and what this means for the future of Salem. A bullet and a broken legacy. The shocking discovery the dramatic day began when the unthinkable happened. EJ found himself on the receiving end of a bullet. As the chaos unfolded at the DiMera mansion, Chad rushed to speak with EJ about an explosive audience article, only to discover a scene that no one could have foreseen. In the mansion's grand living room, Chad found EJ bleeding on the floor, a sight that sent shockwaves through the entire family. In a state of panic, Chad immediately called for help, and within moments, paramedics arrived to rush EJ to the hospital for emergency treatment. Chad's frantic actions highlighted not only his deep concern for his brother, but also the bitter reality of the long-standing betrayals and enemies that EJ had made over the years. As Chad called for help, his mind raced with conflicting emotions, guilt, anger, and a hint of satisfaction. He confided in Kat that he had to call the family, unsure how they would react to the news. With a grim smile, he remarked that half of them might even be happy to see EJ brought low. This statement, though callous, underscored the magnitude of EJ's past misdeeds and the deep-seated animosity he had sown in Salem. Suspects, farewells, and dark revelations in the aftermath of the shooting. As the community struggled to come to terms with what had just transpired, a host of dramatic developments began to line up. Ava, for instance, made a swift and decisive exit from Salem. Determined to escape the turbulent fallout, Ava announced her departure to Hong Kong, where she planned to stay with Tripp and Wendy. Yet even as she hurried away, she inadvertently dropped her gun, a small, yet symbolic, gesture that hinted at the chaos she was leaving behind. Meanwhile, Kate emerged as another complex figure amid the turmoil. Ever the cynic, Kate voiced her concerns that EJ might be responsible for Rex's hit-and-run accident, warning that if he were behind it, he would eventually regret his actions. Her stark words added another layer of suspicion and danger to EJ's already precarious situation. On the other side of Salem, Roman, ever the cautious guardian of the family's legacy, was seen carefully placing his gun back into a lockbox, an action that, though subtle, spoke volumes about the dangerous environment in which these characters lived. Not everyone was shocked by the violence. Johnny, hardened by years of painful revelations, most notably the horrifying truth about his conception, seemed almost indifferent when Chad broke the news that EJ had been shot. In a bitter twist of fate, Johnny told Chanel that he wouldn't even go to the hospital because EJ had, in his eyes, received what he deserved. And then there's Paulina, who, recalling her own threatening conversations with EJ, expressed no surprise upon hearing of his shooting. Such reactions reveal the deep rifts and long-held resentments that have plagued the DiMera family for years. At the hospital, the uncertain fate of EJ inside the hospital, the atmosphere was tense and filled with uncertainty. Chad, still reeling from the shock of seeing his brother injured, met with Kayla to get an update on EJ's condition. Kayla, ever the calm voice of reason in the chaos, explained that although EJ was still alive, his condition remained critical. The doctors were doing everything they could, but they couldn't offer any firm predictions about his recovery. The uncertainty was palpable. EJ might be out of danger, but there was also a very real possibility that he would remain in a coma for an extended period, with little to no screen time in the foreseeable future. For fans of Days of Our Lives, this news was bittersweet. On one hand, It offers a dramatic pause, a moment in which the character we've known for so long could be reimagined or even reinvented in a new storyline. On the other hand, the idea of bidding farewell to EJ, even temporarily, is enough to break the hearts of loyal viewers. With every passing moment in the hospital waiting room, the tension builds, leaving everyone to wonder if this is truly the end of EJ's saga, or simply the beginning of a dark, uncertain intermission. The bigger picture, a murder mystery in the making in true soap opera fashion, the shooting of EJ isn't an isolated event. It's part of a larger, unfolding mystery that promises to keep fans guessing. For a compelling murder mystery to work, the shooter must remain unknown, the circumstances murky, and the clues tantalizingly incomplete. As it stands, EJ was shot without clearly identifying his attacker. The fact that he appeared completely unaware of the impending danger before the shot was fired raises countless questions about who among his numerous enemies might have taken action, and why. The mystery deepens as we consider the implications for the future. With EJ's life hanging in the balance, the fallout from this act of violence will reverberate throughout Salem. It presents a golden opportunity for the new writing team to spin a fresh narrative, a chance to explore themes of betrayal, redemption, and the ultimate cost of a life steeped in darkness. Will EJ's story end here, or is this a dramatic interlude before he is reborn in a new form? The suspense is almost unbearable, and every hint points to the possibility that his fate may be rewritten in the episodes to come. Emotional turmoil and shattered bonds. The impact of EJ's shooting is not limited to the immediate physical crisis. It has also sent shockwaves through the emotional lives of every member of the DiMera family. Chad's desperate attempt to save his brother, combined with Johnny's cold, almost indifferent reaction, highlights the deep-seated fractures within the family. Johnny's detachment, born from years of betrayal and dark secrets, is a stark contrast to Chad's panicked urgency, a visual representation of the divergent paths within the family. Moreover, the very notion of EJ's violent end has led to a range of emotional responses across Salem. While some characters, like Johnny and Paulina, seem almost resigned to his fate, others, like Kat and Kayla, are caught in a whirlwind of hope and despair as they wait for news from the hospital. These conflicting emotions serve as a microcosm of the larger themes of Days of Our Lives, where every act of violence is balanced by a desperate hope for redemption, and every betrayal carries the weight of a lifetime of pain. The public reaction within Salem is as varied as it is intense. Some residents view EJ as a villain who has finally received his comeuppance, while others mourn the loss of a man whose fate was as tragic as it was inevitable. This emotional schism only adds to the overall tension, leaving fans to wonder if the upcoming episodes will finally deliver a resolution or plunge the town into even deeper chaos. In conclusion, a bittersweet farewell or a new beginning? As we wrap up today's dramatic recap of Days of Our Lives from April 3rd, one question remains. Are we truly saying goodbye to EJ and to actor Dan Feuerriegel for now? With EJ's precarious condition, the possibility of a long-term coma, and the myriad of questions surrounding the shooting, the answer is far from clear. The unfolding events have set the stage for a riveting murder mystery, one that promises to redefine the legacy of the DiMera family and shake the very foundation of Salem. The coming weeks will undoubtedly bring more twists and revelations. The new writing team now has a golden opportunity to reimagine EJ's character, whether through a dramatic resurrection, a redemption arc, or perhaps a completely new direction that surprises even the most dedicated fans. For now, though, we must brace ourselves for the possibility that EJ's story is temporarily on hold. A pause that might be filled with heartache, suspense, and the promise of something even more extraordinary in the future. We'd love to hear your thoughts and theories. Do you believe this is truly the end for EJ, or will we see a dramatic comeback that redefines his legacy? How do you feel about the emotional fallout from his shooting, and what impact do you think it will have on the future of Salem? Share your predictions, your hopes, and your deepest reactions in the comments below. Thank you for joining us here at TV Days Drama Digest as we navigate every twist, every heartbreak, and every explosive moment of Days of Our Lives. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe TV Days Drama Digest for more updates on Days of Our Lives.